Hello, my friend. I wanted to address a question that I get a lot as a personal trainer, and that is how to get rid of belly fat. Okay, that specific question, that belly fat question. Okay, so I have to kind of start off by addressing just the anatomy of it. Okay, when you have belly fat, so fat storage in a specific area, you unfortunately cannot target that fat. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Okay, contrary to popular belief, okay, working that area of the body doesn't ensure that you're going to burn that fat. Okay, we also can't turn fat into muscle. That doesn't work either. Okay, you don't need to. There's bulking and cutting. Okay, there's a way to grow your muscle tissue. Okay, and bulk yourself up that way, while simultaneously adding body fat to you. But you don't need to add body fat or mass to then turn it into muscle. It doesn't quite work that way. Okay, muscle comes from taxing the muscles, repairing the muscles. That's how you grow muscles. Okay, body fat is a storage system. Okay, so when you eat, your body uses what you eat to either rebuild things, fuel some processes in the body. That's about it. So if you eat more than your body really needs, your body thinks, man, these are very useful nutrients that I can then use later, okay, as material to build with, okay, energy to run various processes, and so on. So it's going to store that fat, okay? So there isn't necessarily, to my knowledge, a real rhyme or reason as to where body fat gets stored, and the same goes for how it gets burned, okay? So when you start to want to lose body fat, or belly fat specifically, okay, your body needs to be needing to use more calories than you're taking in. So if you're eating a lot of extra calories and you're not really moving much and you don't really have a lot of processes going on that are requiring that energy, your body's going to store that fat. Okay, so there's two different ways to address that problem. Okay, either we use more energy, okay, or we intake less calories. Okay, so those are the two ways that you can eliminate that body fat. So unfortunately, if it's belly fat that is your problem, it's being held in that specific area, and that's where you want to get rid of it. You can't target it necessarily with movements for that area of the body. Okay, that being said, if you are engaging your core and using it, that's going to require energy. To get muscles to fire requires energy. So every time you use those muscles, you're going to be using some energy. So in your daily life, okay, you can engage your core more frequently throughout the day. That's going to help out a lot of things, structural wise, but also help get rid of some of that belly fat. So whether it's your quads firing, your hamstrings firing, biceps, triceps, whatever, it's using energy. Okay, so the more we're using our muscles, the better. So for those of you who are really trying to lose body weight by eliminating some fat storage, it's really helpful to use all of the muscles through the body, and that's where those kind of cycles come from, where people will go lower body day, upper body day, okay, where they're going to just tax their legs, then the next day the legs are recovering, so then you tax the upper body and kind of bounce back and forth. Different ways to do it, okay? But when it comes to body fat, you cannot target it. So the best thing to do is to find something in your diet that has a lot of calories in it that maybe you don't need. Try to reduce that while simultaneously upgrading your movement to where you're using a little bit more muscle recruitment and using some more of that energy. So those two things can help level out that storage of fat that's going on in your body. All right. It's also very easy to be healthy with extra body fat, but it's also very easy to be unhealthy but look healthy, right? According to some daily standards. So what we want to make sure is that we are just not beating ourselves up about the body fat that we have stored on our body. It's simply storage. It just means you're eating more than you're using. It has nothing to do with your character. It's just our body trying to survive. Okay, so if you want to eliminate some of that, because the more you accumulate, the more it starts to create health problems. Okay, but vice versa, the more you start to freak out about it and try to make sure you never have an ounce of fat on your body, you start to get health problems in that direction as well. So there's this nice, beautiful area in the middle where we're just simply eating as much as our body needs to function the way that we want it to function. That's the sweet spot. We're not rewarding ourselves by eating crap. Okay, we're not starving ourselves. We're not treating some foods good and some foods bad, good and evil. We're just simply taking in what our body needs to use to help us do the things that we want to do, and keeping it that simple. All right? Babe.